ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
சாமி இடியன்
சொல்லுங்க.
இந்த பாஞ்சராத்திர ரக்ஷா ஹிருதயுக சமாச்சாரம் இல்லையா?
இல்ல இல்ல இல்ல, ஏன்னா சுவாமி தேசிகன் துவாபர இது கலியுகத்துல தானே இருந்தார்.
இல்ல இல்ல, நான் ரக்ஷா சொல்லல. ரக்ஷா சொல்ல பாஞ்சராத்திர இந்த இதுவே பாஞ்சராத்திர ரக்ஷா தானே இது.
ஆமா, இது சம்பிரதாயம். நீங்க சம்பிரதாயம் கேக்குறது.
பாஞ்சராத்திர அந்த இதுவே அந்த விசேஷங்களே அவர் இதுல நான் ஒரு இதுல இப்ப நேற்று படித்தேன். அது கிருதயுக சமாச்சாரங்கள் அந்த உள்ள இது அதனுடைய இதுதான் இவர் ரக்ஷையா எழுதியிருக்காரு. இப்ப பாஞ்சராத்திர விசேஷங்களை இவர் ரக்ஷையா எழுதியிருக்கு. ஆனா
பொதுவா கிருத்தயுகத்துல எது அப்ளிகபிளோ அது எல்லா யுகத்துக்கும் அப்ளிகபிள். அதாவது இப்ப சத்தியம் மதன்னு இருக்கு இல்லையா, பொய் சொல்லாதீங்க, உண்மையை சொல்லுங்கிறது எல்லா யுகத்துக்கும் ஒரே தர்மம் தான், யுக தர்மம் தான்.
இல்ல கரெக்ட் கரெக்ட். பட் யுக தர்மம் மாறுற போது அதே வேல்யூல இந்த பாஞ்சராத்திர இதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணிருக்க முடியும் அப்படிங்கறது அதுதான் கேக்குறேன். அது எப்படி ஹவு ஹி டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம்ட் இன்டு தி கலியுகா அப்படிங்கறத அதுதான்.
ஓ அதுவா? இல்ல இல்ல, அது ஒண்ணும் இது இல்ல, கஷ்டம் இல்ல. அதாவது கிருத்தயுகத்துல யாகங்கள் பண்ணாதான் உங்களுக்கு மோட்சம்னு இருக்கு. அதனால அது பண்ண முடியாதுங்கிறதால வரிசையா அந்த டைல்யூட் பண்ணிட்டே திரேதாயுகம் துவாபரயுகம் கலியுகத்துல நாம சங்கீர்த்தனமே போறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும் பொழுது நீங்க கோவிலே வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லலாம்.
இல்ல நம்ம எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு நாம சங்கீர்த்தனம் போறோம்னு நம்ம ஏத்துக்கவே இல்லை. அதுவும் ஒரு அது அது ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ். அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க முன்னாடி அந்த பிரபத்தியோ இல்ல அந்த பிரபத்திக்கு அந்த இதுக்கு உண்டானதுக்கு செகண்ட் ஸ்டேஜா தான் எடுத்துக்க முடிய வெறும் நாம சங்கீர்த்தனம் கெனாட் லீட் யூ டு மோட்சம்ங்கிறது தான் கலியுகத்துல கூட.
நாம சங்கீர்த்தனம் நீங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி நாம சங்கீர்த்தனம் cannot compensate all other actions. சரி, ஆனா இது என்னன்னா டைல்யூட் பண்ண வேண்டாம்னு தான் சுவாமி தேசிகனுடைய அபிப்பிராயம். அதாவது கிருத்தயுகத்துல இருந்த பாஞ்சராத்திரம் இன்னைக்கு கலியுகத்துல முடியுமா முடியாதான்னு கேள்வி கேட்காதுங்க. அது முடியணும் அப்படிங்கிறது சுவாமி அபிப்பிராயம்.
எனக்கு நேத்தி ஏதோ ஒண்ணு படிச்சேன்.
இப்போ நீங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி நான் நேத்தே சொன்னேன் சீதாராம்னு நான் சொன்னா உங்களுக்கு சீதாராம்னு சொல்றதுக்கு வரலன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்?
அதுவே வரல.
அது மாதிரி அதனால இப்ப நான் தான் சொன்னேன், நான் ஒரு நல்ல பாக்குறேன், அவருடைய அனுஷ்டானத்தை பாக்குறேன். ஆனா அத பின்பற்றல. யாரோ தப்பு தப்பா ஏதோ பண்றான், அதை நான் ஃபாலோ பண்றேங்கிற பொழுது கலியுகம்னு சொல்லி பிளேம் பண்ணிடுறோம். ஆனால் பாஞ்சராத்திரத்தை பியூரிட்டி இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் சுவாமி தேசிகனுடைய அபிப்பிராயம். கோவில்ல இப்போ நீங்க தப்பா சொல்லக்கூடாது, நானும் பாகவத அபச்சாரம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. என்னன்னு கேட்டா இப்ப இருக்கிற கோவில்ல எந்த கோவிலும், அதாவது சைவாகமமும் நிறைய பேர் பெரியவாள்லாம் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, நான் சொல்லல, பெரியவாள்லாம் சொல்லியிருக்கா. ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாம இருக்கா பட்டாச்சாரியர்கள், ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாம இருக்கா அர்ச்சகா. இப்போ ஒரு அம்மன் கோவில் இருக்கு, அதுல வந்து பிராமணாலாம் அர்ச்சகர்களா இல்ல. இவன் வந்து பிராமணா தான் அர்ச்சகான்னு சொல்லி கவர்மெண்ட்ல வந்து அட்டாக் பண்றான். அது இல்ல, பிராமணா அப்ராமணா நிறைய பேர் இருக்கா, எல்லாம் நிறைய கோவில்ல இருக்கா. ஸ்ரீரங்கத்துல இதுல ராஜகோபுரத்துக்கு கீழே நடுவுல,
முனீஸ்வரன் கோயில்.
ஆமா, அம்மனை வந்து என்னுடைய தெரிஞ்சவர், ரொம்ப ஸ்ரீ வைஷ்ணவர், நல்லா நெத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறவர், தேசிக ஸ்தோத்திரங்களா சொல்றவர், அங்க போய் சேவிக்கிறார். நான் சொன்னேன், எப்படி நீங்க இதை சேவிக்கிறீங்க, நீங்க உங்க ஊரே இல்ல அது. அவர் வந்து பொன்பதிர் கூட்டம்னு செங்கல்பட்டு பக்கத்துல ராமர் கோவில், அவருக்கு ராமர் கோவில் தான் குலதெய்வம், பொன்பதிர் கூட்டம். அப்படி இருக்கச்சு அவர் எதுக்கு ஸ்ரீரங்கம் ராஜகோபுரத்துல இருக்கிற கீழே இருக்கிற அம்மனை போய் சேவிக்கிறாருன்னு கேட்கிற பொழுது, அங்க வந்து நம் பிராமணாலாம் அர்ச்சகாலா இல்ல. அத பத்தி பேசல சுவாமி தேசிகன். நாம எங்கெங்க வந்து திவ்ய தேசமோ, ஆழ்வார் மங்களாசாசனமோ, அல்லது ஆச்சாரியன் உகந்த கஷேத்திரமோ, இல்ல ஆச்சாரியன் அபிமான கஷேத்திரமோ இருந்தால், இப்ப மன்னார்குடி இருக்கு, அது வந்து திவ்ய தேசம் இல்ல. அதே மாதிரி நிறைய ஊர் இருக்கு, மேல்கோட்டை இருக்கு, அது வந்து மேல்கோட்டை வந்து நம்ம ஒரு நாளைக்கு 3 தடவை பேசுறோமே தவிர, அது வந்து ஆச்சாரியன் உகந்த கஷேத்திரமே தவிர ஆழ்வார் மங்களாசாசன கஷேத்திரம் இல்லை. அப்படி இருக்கிற பொழுது அந்த மாதிரி கோவில் இருக்கு, இந்த மேல்கோட்டை கோவில் இருக்கு, மன்னார்குடி கோவில் இருக்கு, இதெல்லாம் எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்காக சொல்றேன். நிறைய இருக்கு அந்த மாதிரி. திவ்ய தேசம்னு சொல்ல முடியாத கஷேத்திரங்கள்லாம் இருக்கு. 108 தான் இருக்கு. 108 நிறைய 1008 இருக்குது கோவில்கள். அதனால பாஞ்சராத்திரம் எங்கெங்க இருக்கோ, அது இப்போ நீங்க வைகானதத்தை பத்தி சுவாமி தேசிகன் சொல்லல. ஏன்னா வைகானதத்தை பத்தி வேற ஆத்தர்லாம் சொல்லியிருக்கா, வேற மத்தவா சொல்லியிருக்கா. விகனச மகரிஷி பண்ணதை வந்து யாரு பின்பற்றாளோ அவ வந்து அதை காப்பாற்றணும்னு நினைக்கிறான். அது வேற. அது ஒன்றும் ரொம்ப வித்தியாசம்லாம் உள்ள இல்லை. வைகானதத்துக்கும் பாஞ்சராத்திரத்துக்கும் ரொம்ப வித்தியாசம் இல்லை. இப்போ நேற்று சொன்னது வேடிக்கைன்னு கேட்டா, நடிச்சா கூட போறோம், நீங்க பக்தனா நடிச்சா கூட போறோம்ங்கிறது தான் இங்க. அது அப்படி கோவில்ங்கிறது ஒண்ணு வேணும். எதுக்கு கோவில் வேணுங்கிறதுக்கு நமக்கு எல்லாம் மறந்து போயிடுது. அதாவது இந்த உலக விஷயங்கள்ல நம்ம எல்லாம் மறந்து, பகவான் தவிர எல்லாம் நினைவு இருக்கு.
இல்ல, இன்னைக்கு வருமானம் வந்தா, என்டோன்மெண்ட் போர்டு வருமானம் வந்தா, ஆகமம் இஸ் கோயிங் டு தி பேக் சீட்.
நீங்க அது கவர்மெண்ட் பக்கம் போவே வேண்டாம், ஹெச்ஆர்என்சியே எடுக்கணும்னு இப்ப நாங்க சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஏன் நம்ம ஹோல் நேஷன் ஹெச்ஆர்என்சியே தூக்கிடணும். அந்த ஆக்டே 1956 வந்தது. அதனால அதையே இப்ப எடுக்கணும்னு சொல்றோம். கவர்மெண்ட் கண்ட்ரோல் சர்ச்சுக்கு இல்ல, மாஸ்க்கு இல்லை, அப்ப நமக்கு மட்டும் எதுக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். அதனால இதெல்லாம் வந்து பாலிடிக்ஸ். அதனால இங்க வந்து சுவாமி தேசிகனுடைய அபிப்பிராயம், பாஞ்சராத்ரா should be preserved in purity, whether it belongs to Krita Yuga or some other.
இது 800 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி சமாச்சாரம். நீங்க பாருங்க, அவர் தேசிகனுடைய பஞ்சராத்திர 750 இயர்ஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி உண்டான சமாச்சாரத்தை அவர் எழுதியிருக்கார்.
அதுல 2 விஷயம் இருக்கு. அவர் சுவாமி தேசிகன் காலத்திலேயே அந்த மாதிரி டீவியேஷன்ஸ் இருந்திருக்கு. அது அல்லது அவர் he foresees the future where many mistakes will be occurring in temples.
There are possibilities.
Therefore he guessed and wrote Pancaratra. அவர் காலத்துல இருந்தது, அப்பவே வந்து ஒருத்தருக்கும் ஒண்ணும் தெரியலன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. அந்த காலத்திலேயே தப்பெல்லாம் நடந்தது கோவில்ல. ஏன்னா அதுக்காகத்தான் ராமானுஜாச்சாரியர் என்ன பண்ணார், கோயில் ஒழுங்குன்னு பண்ணி, இப்போ இன்னைக்கு நான் லேட்டஸ்ட் ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் சொல்றேன். நீங்க முதல்ல இந்த தனியன்னு சொல்லிடு ஆரம்பிச்சோம், உங்க 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 இனிமையான குரலை கேட்கறதுக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஏன்னா யசோதாஸ் சுவாமி may expect only English experience.
வெங்கடநாதாரிய கவிதார்கி கங்கேசரி சந்நிதத்தாம் சதாகிருதி ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞான வைராக்கிய பூஷணம் சீவன் வேங்கடநாதாரியம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேசிகம் ஈரொன்று கோப்பல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ ஆரணியில் வாழ்வார்குவானேரம்
The pertinent question was raised before we started page 172, missed yesterday. And therefore, actually, I did not also notice in a hurry to pass off all the pages. We skipped 172 and therefore we went to 173. And the beauty in Swami Vedanta Deshika's work is, even when we skip pages, there will be what we call continuity in the concept. So there is nothing called cogency which lacks in Swami Deshika's works. But in spite of it, even a part of any work can be studied as we do in Mahabharata. Mahabharata should be studied in bits. You cannot, it is said that you cannot read it continuously. Therefore, Ramayana should be studied continuously. There's a procedure. But whereas there is no procedure in Mahabharata. So why we say this? Each concept is an end in itself. It is complete in itself. It is a whole concept. WHOLE. Therefore, we need not worry about it. But still, we are not supposed to make a mistake in skipping one page. Before going to page 172, I would like to answer the pertinent questions of Sri Rajagopalan Swami from Chennai. For your information, kind information, one can also always interrupt me, stop me from talking further so that your questions will be answered. Even if they are irrelevant, we will try to find out answers from Swami Deshika's now here, the question from Rajagopalan Swami from Chennai is, Pancaratra Agama belongs to Krita Yuga. How can it be applicable to Kali Yuga when Swami Deshika himself foresaw முன்னாடியே கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டார் இதுல ஏதாவது deviations இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு. He thought that the Agama, Pancaratra Agama procedure will be diluted in Kali Yuga. He actually had a negative expectation, and therefore he is very careful in doing so, and he wrote Pancaratra in detail. And again, Pancaratra, again, I told you just now, that doesn't mean Vaikhanasa is left in the lurch. Vaikhanasa is avoided. So there must be some people who will support Vaikhanasa Agama, and there are many people supporting Shaiva Agama. There is no doubt about it. Yeah, Yamunacharya wrote Agama Pramana. Very good. So this is very, very nice information. So even in our Vadagalai Sampradaya, we have Acharya, and Tengalai Sampradaya, common to Yamunacharya is common to both Vadagalai and Tengalai. Previously, Nathamuni was the founder. Rather, of course, he continued the earlier religion which existed before Nathamuni. Don't say that Nathamuni only brought the Sri Vaishnavism into life. Secondly, again, just like Adi Shankaracharya, who advocated Advaitam, the Advaitam concept remained earlier than Adi Shankaracharya. Not that Adi Shankaracharya got something new concept and then propagated it. Therefore, so please remember, so also Madhvacharya. Before Madhvacharya, also the Advaita concept was in vogue, Vogue, and therefore it was in practice. I know a scholar by name B.N. Ramachandra Rao, who was my father's professor, who could roll out all concepts of Advaitam within a stroke. So he wrote 14 books. He is a very great Sanskrit scholar also. Being an Advaita scholar, he must be a Sanskrit scholar, and therefore, so all these, for example, the Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, and Dvaita, they don't clash with each other. They don't clash with each other. They go in their own way, and we can follow any of these three paths. But having been born in a family of Sri Vaishnavas, we follow Pancaratra and Vaikhanasa. There are two agamas even in this Vaishnava agamas, and therefore in Shaiva agama there is another one called Shaiva Siddhanta in Tamil. Tamil you have the same concept is interpreted in Tamil. Very beautiful Siddhanta. And the Shaiva Siddhanta almost agrees with Vishishtadvaita. And only the words are different. Terms, the jargon, the technical jargon is different. That's all. So many works are there. Periya Puranam. And all Nayanmar's works, 63 Nayanmar's works, talk about Advaitam. But the common concepts are there for us to follow. Why should we fight with each other? There is no need for fight with each other. We are not trying to establish one's supremacy over the other. These are all some answers, partial answers to Rajagopalan Swami's question. And
yeah.
yeah.
Advaita concept of Shankaracharya is different from his earlier version of Advaita, of earlier Acharyas.
Sir, to tell you frankly, all of us know that Adi Shankara was also opposed vehemently by their own people. There is a mata called Advaita mata called Bhatta matam. There is another Advaita mata called Bhaskara matam. There are so many different deviations from Adi Shankara's Advaita matam. Adi Shankara has been fought by tooth and nail. They opposed him very strongly. And in order to actually drown Adi Shankara's Advaita Matam into what we call oblivion, to drown Advaita Matam into oblivion of Adi Shankara. Only when you know how to discuss, the discussion between the people advocating the same Advaita Matam, we will understand Vishishta Advaita Matam is better.
No, this is one part for me. Actually, prior to Adi Shankara, Advaitam disputed by Adi Shankara. Yeah, Adi Shankara disputed. He wanted changes in that. That was how if I am right.
It's not changing. It's only revolutionizing. It's not changing. The concept remains the same, but he revolutionized. The problem of the society was no bhakti, no devotion among the people. All became disbelievers of God. All became nastikas. All became charuakas. And therefore, Adi Shankara came into existence. That is why he actually incarnated. Otherwise, I mean, the whole universe, not say nation, the whole universe became what you call irreligious. This happens today in all other foreign countries. In all other foreign countries, in the case of Christianity, the religion Christianity, all of them have become irreligious. They don't go to church. They don't believe in Jesus. So that's a problem now they are facing. Therefore, they come to India and they want to understand the concepts of the Sanatana Dharma religion. This is what we understood from history. So everybody wants to have peace of mind. In order to have peace of mind, now you have a lot of money with you. You are very rich like Ambani or Birla and so on. But at the same time, you lost your spirit and therefore you came to Sanatana Dharma. The Sanatana Dharma religion saves you from all worries of this world. And it gives you some escapism from this world. And therefore, in all religions, for example, before Jesus Christ, the religion did the Christian religion exist? Yes, it existed, but it was not propagated. So Jesus Christ had a sacrificing tendency, and therefore everybody started loving him. Today, many people, I understand, hate him because of his sacrifice. Why should he give up his life and get nailed on a cross? That is why I discuss this is, so violence, even in the case of Jesus Christ, is abhorred. 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 It is not liked. No, and everybody hated violence on the God. Jesus is God for them. Jesus is exactly like Vedanta Deshika in human form. That's all. Jesus Christ was not God. Whereas Vedanta Deshika also is not God according to him, according to Vedanta Deshika. Sai Baba called himself as God. Do you remember? Sai Baba of Puttaparthi called himself as God, Almighty. He said, you say Rama Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, but he said, I am the God. He made some miracles to make you believe. He is not God. But for our information, Vishishtadvaita and Advaita, also Dvaita, in all the three concepts, we say, Dharanarayanan, myself, my heart contains the Lord, and I cannot dismiss him out of my heart. I cannot send him out. He remains without my permission. And therefore, I remain as a God. I am a God. So I'm not talking about what you call self-boasting way. So I'm not blowing my own trumpets now. But why I say this is the concept that. So Antaryami, which you have in your heart as Sriman Narayana, occupies your body, complete body, and the Jivatma, the life. My life, I'm alive because of him. And my body is healthy because of him. My body, in my physical body and my mind are in perfect health because of him. And that because he has come to our, but because the whole universe, namely creation, is his body. And therefore he cannot remain out of this creation. He can, if he wills, he can. But he wants to remain with his creation. As if as a father, I want to live with my children. I want to live with my children. I show you one example, practical example. Dr. T.K. Parsadi from Chennai, a very great scholar, has gone back to US to meet his children and grandchildren. Why should he? I said, I gave him some reasons. You should become American citizen, or you must travel by business class. See, beautiful suggestion was given. I gave a beautiful suggestion. Don't travel 14 hours by one flight. in what you call economy class. You say, you please, because you are 85 plus, travel in business class. Don't worry about the money that your son earns. He said, I'm happy with my kids and grandchildren. Okay. If you are made happy by them, well, I'm very, very happy. But we become American citizen. Get a green card in spite of the President of United States, Trump, and become American citizen. So why I say this is, the materialistic pleasure of this world also is connected with the spiritual pleasure of our mind towards Lord Sriman Narayana. That is what the temple procedure stresses on. Because we tend to easily forget the Lord. Morning we get up, I'm very much devoted to Lord. I say Hari, 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 Hari 7 times. And then get up with what you call Karagre, Vasate, Lakshmi, I say that. I go to the Abhigamanam, I go to the Sannidhi and say Paduka Sahasram today. Because my Jatakam, my horoscope, I do not know the, yeah, very good. Hari, Hari, Hari. We are in a hurry to sometimes run after money. Very good. Hari, Hari, Hari. Because Hari, we do not know, we do not have time to say the Visarga. He said, Hari, Hari, Hari. I say Sri Hari, Sri Hari. And then I don't stop with the Sri Hari. Sri Haraye Namaha. Hari is not my friend. Just like Arjuna is a friend. I am not that very much friendly with the Lord. Because I have also some problems in life. Personal problems in life. That is quite evident. Then therefore, so I say, see, Haraye Namaha. I must submit myself. I must submit myself. Yeah. I must know that I am a slave of the Lord. I must know I am a servant of the Lord. I must do service to the Lord. And therefore there is a temple. Or the temple is your home. Your home is your temple. If you are not able to, because of some reason, if you are not able to go to the temple every day, your home is a temple. Do we honor our own temple? Do we engage ourselves in service to the temple? The question is a big question, a doubtful answer, and therefore Pancaratra Raksa is now in the offing. So, please remember the religions did not depend upon the preceptors like Adi Shankara, Ramanujacharya, Yamunacharya, Natha Muni. For example, Natha Muni's works are lost. Natha Muni's works are lost. Only a few quotations are available from Nigama Parimalam and Yoga Vasishtam. That's all available. Only what you call fractions of his work are available. But what do? We hold Natha Muni the highest position. We hold Yamunacharya because we have gone through his works. So we understood him and therefore we adore him. Whereas Vedanta Deshika, after Ramanujacharya, is the prolific author of both philosophy and polemics. And therefore, we understand that he is a very great author. Now the whole universe should depend on Swami Vedanta Deshika. There is no other one equal to him. Manavala Mamuni is the greatest author in Tengali Sampradaya. And you have umpteen authors in Tengali Sampradaya also after Manavala Mamuni. After Manavala Mamuni, you have very great authors, very great commentators, very great interpreters in Tengali Sampradaya. If we combine both Tengali and Vadagali Sampradaya, we will have no fight. Ashtadigajas, very good. 74 Simhasanadipatis in Vadagali Sampradaya. Ashtadigajas, very good. Somebody was asking me, shall we read Ashtashloki? A very simple work, just with the 8 verses. I told him, Yes, you can read. But please remember, it belongs to Tengalai Sampradaya. He was surprised. Ashtashloki belongs to Tengalai Sampradaya. That means a Vadagalai Sampradaya man should not read it. No, I said no. There is no difference. So Ashtashloki gives you the meaning of the Ragasya Trayam, the Ashtakshara Mantra, the Dvaya Shloka, and Charma Shloka. That's all. In a nutshell. Just eight verses. I have given a lecture in English once upon a time in USA. So why I say this is, there is no difference in basic concepts. And why should we worry about whether it belongs to Krita Yuga or Kali Yuga? Now, Kali Yuga, especially, is bereft of lacks, as we say, LACKS, lacks lot of devotion. It requires a lot of devotion. You see, the murders are rampant. The murders are rampant. For example, in Tamil Nadu, in the capital, Chennai, it happens in the eyes of the police. Murders happen in the eyes of the police. They clash in the eyes of the police. They get into swords in the eyes of the security. What could be done? What could be better malaise in the society? The police watches murder because he is afraid of his own family. The policeman is afraid of his own family. Therefore, he just a mute watcher in the dastardly act. DASTARDLY. Dastardly act. I don't want to mention all other negative implications of the government, the failure of the government, to protect the society. Therefore, there are rapes. I don't want to mention further. There are rapes of small girls and 80-year-old women. Both happen. Why should we be witness to them? Why should we be the witness, direct witness to all this happenings? This is Kali Yuga. And therefore, we seek only the protection from Lord, Shimanara. We cannot help it. We cannot help it. So let us look at page 170. 172. Atayeva. Therefore, so there is definitely a reduction of sins in the case of people, even without all kinds of prescribed actions. Even when we deviate from prescribed actions, whatever little that we do, we will get the benefit out of it, namely reduction of sins. Let us go further to the next page. Keshavdas Swami should move to the next page. Very good. Teshamapi Paushkaradishu Asaucham Anumatam. In all books that we see, the prohibited times for the particular prescribed actions are said in similar in all books. So Paushkara Samhita is the name of a book. So Paushkaradishu meaning so many books apart from Paushkara Samhita. With regard to what you call Pancaratra, we have got a lot of Samhita. In Srirangam, Parameshwara Samhita is followed. In Kumbakonam, Tirukudandai, Chiprasya Samhita is followed. In Melkote, Ishvara Samhita is followed. So each book has got a different, of course, connotation of the terms there, and they are not very much different from each other. They are almost 99% similar, but at the same time, you will see practically the practical aspect of worship in the temples will be different. The mantras uttered while entering into the temple and coming out of the temple will be different. For example, here, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya will be said, or Om Namo Narayanaya. Do you think both are different? No, they are the same, one and the same. So, asaucham in the case of impurity, the time of impurity, namely the death of a person in the family, the close quarters. So, what do you call Dayadi, Pangali in Tamil, and so on. So, it is very important. All books give you the same rule. Yattu Tatratya Samskara Visheshavataha Kasyachit Asauchakalepi Manasa यागमात्रम अनुमन्यते तत् गायत्री स्मरण पूर्वक जल अंजलि प्रक्षेप न्यायेन नेतव्यम्. Very beautifully said by Swami Deshika. During the what you call prohibited times, during the what you call thirty, Tamil சொன்னா தீட்டு, இந்த தீட்டு இருக்கும் பொழுது ஆசௌச்சம்னு பேரு, சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல ஆசௌச்சம். ஜெனரலா சௌச்சம் சொன்னா கிளென்லினஸ் அர்த்தம். Cleanliness. We go to the restroom and we clean ourselves. If you don't clean ourselves, what will happen? You remember? So the same thing applies to while we say the mantras during that asaucham period. Therefore, of course, for ladies, as we say, till the menopause, they have the periods 3 days in a month, and that is called asaucham. Asaucham, it's not asaucham, it is asaucham, the impurity. That is different. So, yattu tatratya, in that matter, samskara visheshavataha, because of the what you call family tradition, what you call the latent impression that you got from your elders in your family, kasyachit of somebody, asaucha kalepi, even in that impure time, manasa yaga matram anumanyate. You can always meditate upon the Ashtakshara mantra. Sorry, Gayatri mantra, not Ashtakshara mantra, sorry. Remember Gayatri mantra. So, Manasa Yaga Matram Anumanyate. It is allowed that you can have meditation on Gayatri mantra, not any other. And again, a little number. Tat Gayatri Smarana Purvaka. Because you remember that in all the other times, you offer water. You offer water by saying Gayatri. Argyam, we say. Argyam. Very important. There are two aspects of Sandhya Vandanam daily. Morning to light worship, evening to light worship, and noon worship. So these three. So if I say in the order, morning to light worship, noon worship, NOON, and then evening to light worship. In all these three Sandhyam, three Anushtanam, what you call procedures, the Gayatri is used for Argyam. I said two aspects. What are those two aspects? Gayatri Mantra Japa is very important. Gayatri Mantra Japa is very important, and therefore it is the second important aspect. The first important aspect is by saying Gayatri, you offer water. It's called Argyam. Morning 3 times. If you are late, 4 times. 4th time. If you are perfect in noon time, 2 times. Today I was also late. So the third time is what you call Prayaschitta Argyam. Prayaschitta Argyam. The remedial offering of water. So evening, 3 plus 1. If you are perfect in time, 3. If you are not, if you are delayed, and then the 4th one. So Kalatita Prayaschitta Argyam Pradhanam Karishye. You say again Gayatri. So why they this? So now you remember, every day you are doing Sandhya Vandanam 3 times. So you remember the Gayatri. Gayatri is Smarana. Gayatri is Smarana Purvaka. Then what do you do? Jala Anjali Prakshepanaya. You offer water. You offer water. Jala Anjali. Take the 2 palms, fill it up with water, and then Prakshepanaya. You throw them by lifting your toes also. So, Nyayena Netavyam should be understood as that. Netavyam means it should be led, LED. So, Vishnu Archanam api. In the same case, in the similar case, Vishnu Archanam api. Worshipping Lord Vishnu. Pratyaksha Shruti Siddha Nitya Chahati Prageva. Nitya, there is a letter, a print is missing. So, while we perform Cheti, okay, Cheti is there. Between Nitya and Cheti, there is a letter missing. Between Nitya and Cheti, there is a letter missing. You must consult other versions. So, Pratyaksha, Shruti, Siddha, Nitya. Now, normally, when we do Tiruvaradhanam for Sriman Narayana, Vishnu, we say some Vedavakyam, scriptural sentence, like what we call, while anointing him, Thirumanjanam பண்ணும் பொழுது, Thirumajjanam பண்ணும் பொழுது, while we anoint him, we say Taittiriya Upanishad completely. Taittiriya Upanishad completely. Taittiriya Upanishad contains parts. They are called Shikshavalli, Bhruguvalli, Anandavalli, Narayanavalle. Do we have time? The question is, do we have time? So when we have time, we must recite all these four. I learnt all these four at the age of 14. I am fortunate enough to learn from a Tamil professor, or very orthodox professor of Annamalai University. All the four. Um, and later on, I forgot little, and then I replenished my memory later. So I can recite now the entire Taittiriya Upanishad. Why is this is minimum? This is minimum. This is not maximum. So again, the four suktas: Purusha Suktam, Vishnu Suktam, Narayana Suktam, Sri Suktam, Bhu Suktam, Nila Suktam. So these five. So when we have time, we say these scriptural portions during Tiruvaradhanam of Sriman Narayana. Then this is Pratyaksha. So Shruti meaning scripture. Siddha, Nitya. Daily we do this. This is not to be prohibited. Many people take under the cover that because it is prohibited time, I need not do. Many people give ill advice also. Bad advice. And because he wants clients, the Brihaspati wants clients, customers, he says whatever is congenial to the customer. So customer says yes, he says yes. And therefore that is not the way. So Pragev Uttam, it has been said already. So Manasa Yaga Matra Abhyanujnanena Shesha Nishedascha Tatrapi Siddhaha. Now, so while we always keep in mind, that is, say in heart, the names of God. So, Manasa Yaga, when we do sacrifice through our mental faculty, then Abhyanujnanena, because it is allowed, Shesha Nishedasya Tatrapi Siddhaha. The rest of it is prohibited. What is the rest of it is prohibited? Detailed, elaborate Aradhanam is not recommended. That's all. Otherwise, normal times, we must perform as far as possible. Again, we say as far as possible. Because in Pancaratra Raksa itself, Swami Deshika pointed out, Yatha Shakti. Not Yatha Mati. Not according to your will, according to your capacity. Don't say I am incapable of it. Don't say I don't have the time to do that. Tadeva Sataha. So that itself, Sataha by itself, Praptim Apavada Prakaraha cha. So while we want to achieve whatever we want, there are some what you call Apavada Prakaraha, meaning blame. So many people can accuse us. Many people, that of course we know that the Shastra itself accuses you. The science, the Vedic science accuses you. So yathavat adhigamyaya. So in order that to understand what will be the accusation against us, what will be the accusation against us. So in order to understand the accusations against us, dharmaha anushtaya, we must follow the procedure. So now the question is, the next topic is it easy to understand the accusations or not? Or is it easy to understand Shastras or not? Again, the particular question here is it easy to understand Pancaratra or not? Then we have the question, the title, Dharma Anushtana Prakarasya Duruhatvam. It's very difficult to guess the meaning of the Dharma Anushtana. One small example is there. I remember Keshavdas Swami questioning me very beautifully about 25 years ago. I recall the question. I'm not able to answer the question completely, but still I answered it partially. Namely, he said, why did you face east while you perform Sandhyavandanam? Why do you face eastern direction while performing Sandhyavandanam or Achamanam? For example, simple Achamanam. And I observed my elders in my family, my grandfather, my father, my neighbor, for example, a good neighbor. Everybody I understood. And I learned from my friends also. Advaita friends. Yeah. So Advaita friends, while in the morning, till a particular time, say for example 12 noon, so we must face east. Why east? It is not for Indra's direction, it is Indra's direction, Devendra's direction. 33 crores of gods have a leader, and that leader's direction is east. But that is not the reason. Indra has Antaryami Sriman Narayan. That is the reason. And Indra is always afraid of Sriman Narayana. Indra is always an incumbent, temporary incumbent. தெரியுமா? ஒரு தற்காலிக போஸ்ட்ல இருக்கிறவர். எப்ப வேணா அந்த போஸ்ட்ல இருந்து ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடலாம் இந்திரன். யாராவது 100 அஸ்வமேத யாகம் பண்ணா he is removed. He is substituted. Once upon a time, Nahusha substituted him. The king Nahusha substituted him for 1 year. So Indra lost his kingdom. And therefore, so Indra is what we call very temporary incumbent on probation. So his seat is not permanent. Therefore, he has Antaryami Sriman Narayan. Why is it? Taittiriya says this. So why should the wind blow? Why should the wind blow? ஏன் காத்து அடிக்கிறது? பீஷாத்மாத் பவதே. By fear. The wind god, Vayu Bhagavan, is afraid of the Lord. He is afraid, it says. He is afraid. Where from? Asmat, from Sriman Narayan. From this Ramayana. From this Sriman Narayan. Bhishatmat Pavate Vayu. Then why should the sun rise up in the mornings? Exactly, but 5:59 today. 5:59 today. You can set your watch when the sun rises out of the eastern direction. Of course, from the what you call, you see the sun above the sea level. If you go to the beach, you can enjoy this scene, SCENE. And therefore, why should the sun be punctual? Pishodeti Suryaha. Upanishad says, by fear, we will not work without fear. We will shackle our work if we don't have fear. பயம் இல்லைன்னா நம்ம கடமையை செய்யவே மாட்டோம். அதனாலதான் நரகம்னு ஒண்ணு இருக்கு. The hell is prescribed for Why? To make us afraid of the wrong way of doing dharma. So it is very difficult to guess how to understand the meaning of guess the meaning of the dharma anushtana. So let us see. Ekam yadi bhave shastram jnana nissamshayam. The dot is missing over sa. Nissamshayam bhave. Bahutvati is shastranam. Again, a dot is over missing over shastranam. Jnana tattvam. Again over jnana tattvam. Again sudurla. See, this is the what you call printing error. Mudra Rakshasa, we call it beautifully by a name of a drama in Sanskrit. Mudra Rakshasa. Mudra printing. Rakshasa is demon. We say in English, printer's devil. Printer's devil is different from mistake in printing. Please note, English is different. The printer's devil is not printing mistake. That is different. So, ekam yadi bhavet shastram. Let us feel that there should be only one science, one literature, one scripture, and so on. Jnanam nissamshayam bhavet. Our knowledge will be without doubts. We will have clarified knowledge, clarified wisdom. Just like we have clarified butter, we can have clarified jnanam. But bahutvat, it is because it is many, bahutvat, shastranam, of many sciences, jnana tattvam sudurlabh. It's very difficult to understand the essence, the quintessence of the wisdom. The wisdom is knowledge of God. Ityadibihi yatharthena. So suppose we are able to understand the inner meaning of these shastras, then ati vitata gahana gambhira vividha vikalpa bahutara shastra sakshobha janita ding moha shantaye sarvaihi. Visarga is missing. Sankalana matrat ihakrit. Swami Vedanta Deshika establishes the necessity of this work, Pancaratra Raksha, in order that we will get confused over many sciences, and therefore there should be clarity among the sciences. Our understanding must be very clear, and therefore all have been combined together, and it is given in a nutshell in Pancaratra Raksha, spanning over 175 pages. 175 pages. So what is the problem? What is the problem in understanding? Ati vitata. The elaboration is very long. The detail is very long. Ati vitata. Longest explanation. Gahana. Secret. Vivida. Different. Vikalpa. Again, exceptions. Bahutara. Again, different ways of interpretation. Shastra. So what happens to the science is we become we shudder, we shrug our shoulders, we become we have tremor in our mind, tremor in our mind. We move here and there. We are tottering in the mind. We don't know how to understand. Sakshobha janita. We don't know which direction should we go. East, west, north, south, or the up or down. Then 10 directions. Northeast, southwest, and so on. So, Ding Moha Shanti. In order that our direction will be clear, in order to give us the right path, show us the right path, Sarvaihi Sankalana Matrat. This has been done. Here, this has been done, Kritam. That is what you call combination of all the Shastras into one and therefore it is very easy to understand. So Sankalanam is compilation. Sankalanam is compilation. So compilation of all concepts. So anena eva prasthanena. Suppose we go on this path, we start traveling on this path. Prashamita dingmohehi. The Visarga is there missing. Visarga is missing. It is not a conjunction. The Visarga is not a lopa. It's not a drop. It's not a drop. Prashamita dingmohehi. So our confusion is ironed. Our confusion is ironed. IRONED. We removed our confusion. Samarthaihi. We have become intelligent. Aprabhatat, from the morning, from the early morning, Anutteyani Sarvani Karmani, all actions to be performed. Pratyekam, again Visarga is missing. Sorry, the Anuswara is missing. Pratyekam, for everything. Bahutara iti kartavyata mukhya anukalpa vikalpa apavada adi vidhayaka tat shastreshu yatha vat adhigamya anuttaya. The sentence is long, the sentence is also cumbersome, the sentence is also not understood, but how to understand the sciences? It is very clearly said. Even if the sciences are manifold, even if they are many, bahutara, we must know iti kartavyata, meaning what is to be done. What you call pertinent action to be done? Is it important? Mukhya. Is it anukalpa? The question from Rajagopalinga Swami is answered here. Anukalpa. Kalpa is 4 yugas. Kalpa is 4 yugas. Anukalpa is, do we follow this earlier 4 yugas, this 4 yuga also? Yes. The earlier Kalpa Yuga, that is 4 yugas, Krita, Treta, Dwapara and Kali, the earlier 4 yugas are to be followed in these 4 yugas also, next 4 yugas also. Anukalpa, then Vikalpa, exceptions, Apavada, accusations, Adi, etc. Vidhayaka. So when we understand this perfectly, Tat Shastra, in the respective sciences, Yathavat, according to Adhigamya, that is our understanding, Anutteyani should be followed. The title of the paragraph, next paragraph should be Bhagavat Pujanasya Nityatva Sukaratva Adi. Let us understand this last sentence. Hanta, alas. Hanta means alas. It can be either positive or negative. Hanta is alas. Ayyo nartham. Hanta na ayyo. The ஐயோங்கிறது 2 விதமா இருக்கலாம். ஒன்னு பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கலாம், ஒன்னு நெகட்டிவா இருக்கலாம். அப்படின்னா ஆழ்வார் சொன்னார், யாரு? திருப்பாண ஆழ்வார். ஐயோ அப்படின்னா 2 தடவை ஐயோன்னு. இந்த 2 ஐயோவும் பாசிட்டிவ். திருப்பாண ஆழ்வாருடைய ஐயோ வந்து பாசிட்டிவ். இந்த பெருமாளுடைய அழகு அவர் அப்படி வந்து பைத்தியமாக்குறது. ஐயோ நிறை கொண்டதன் நெஞ்சினையே ஐயோ நிறை கொண்டதன் நெஞ்சினையே. கண்கள், பெரியவாய கண்கள் என்னை பேதமை செய்தனவே ஐயோன்னர். அப்புறம் திருப்பி கம்பராமாயணம் சேஸ் ஐயோ. கம்பராமாயணம் சேஸ் ஐயோ. எதுக்குன்னு கேட்டா, ராமாஸ் பியூட்டி could not be enjoyed fully. ராமனுடைய நடை அழகு, ஸ்ரீராமனுடைய நடை அழகு கம்பனால வர்ணிக்க முடியல. ஐயோ அப்படின்னு. ஐயோ ஏன்னு கேட்டா, கைகேயி dismissed him to the forest for 14 years. Rama did not feel either happy or sad. Of course, originally he felt sad, but he did not know reason why he was banished for 14 years. Why the hell Kaikeyi asked 2 boons? Then the first boon is also negative. Why? But as a man, as a human, ordinary human being, he did not understand. And it is his will that he wanted to have incarnation as Sri Ram. Okay. So Sri Rama started walking in a hurried way, Kaikeyi drove him out, literally drove him out, threw him out of the palace. So he is walking. He is walking along with Sita. He is walking along with Hanuman. And the fate followed him. Vidhi pinne selle, nadandan Raman. Ayyo, see, even if he is a god, he is to suffer for 14 years in the forest. We all shed tears. So Hanta. So what is it? This is negative Hanta, negative Ayyo. Alas, Tarhi, Durjane Dushkareyasmi. When we don't understand anything, when it is very difficult to understand anything, what should you do? So Prasthane, Ko Nama Adya Adhikari Syad Iche. Today in Kali Yuga, am I qualified to become priest in a temple? Yes or no? So don't be afraid. Ma evam bhetavya. Sarvadharman parityajya. Mamekam sharanam braja. Anand Sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. Ma suchaha. Don't worry. Ma evam bhetavya. So today, am I fully qualified? Priest in a temple? Yes or no? Yes and no. Yes and no. So partially I know the procedure. Perfectly I do not know the procedure. So what should I do? We must perform the Tiruvaradhanam because Bhagavat Pujanasya Nityatva Sukaratva Adu. Swami Vedanta Deshika is going to encourage us tomorrow how it is very easy to perform Tiruvaradhanam of Sri Mahavishnu. He is the only God. He is the only Almighty. And how to perform? Is it easy to perform or very difficult to perform? Very hard to perform. It is not hard to perform. Swami Vedanta Deshika wants to establish the easiness of the performance of the Tiruvaradhanam of Sriman Narayan.
Ramanujadaya Bhadram Jnana Vairagyabhushanam Srivaddekadanathāryam Vedanta Desikam Vidargika Simpaya Kalyana Gunasaline Srimate Venkatesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha Vadityava Sirobhanka Panchanana Parakrama Sriman Venkatanathāya Girum Vijayata Puvi Sīrunruthoppu Tiruvenkadamudaiyān பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர ஓமளவும் வாழ்வு
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ